Okay, at long last, I'm ready to sort and count my 50 pounds of change that I got from my storage unit that I bought in near the end of January 2019. Today is May 15th, 2019, so it's been 5 months or so. So I keep running into it in the garage, so I'm going to count it and get it over with. Oh, in response to someone who said I should take it to a bank, I went to my local Wells Fargo, and they no longer have coin counting machines because they apparently break, I guess, and they're expensive to repair, and they don't really use them. So I'm stuck with rolling these things. I'm stuck with rolling these things or just spending them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort them into piles, and I'll count the quarters and whatever else there might be, just to give you an idea of how much we're talking about. And then maybe in a later video, if you care, I will count the dimes and nickels. The pennies, I'm sure I don't know what I'll do with it. So anyway, so I hope I'm not mumbling. I hope you don't see a lot of my back. And that's all I have to say for the moment. All right. Oh, fun. Peanut Institute. I guess someone was into peanuts. All right, so here we go. I'm going to try not to blow anything off. This is an envelope addressed in very nice handwriting to somebody. Some Easter dimes. And these are old. There are one, two, three, four, 5 dimes. There are 1, 2, 3. There are 4 missing. Oh wait, I thought there was, yeah, there's some in here. I see 3. And these are kind of corroded. I don't know what year they are, but I will put them back. Oop, there's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I guess there were $9 of them. So 10 shiny little silver dimes, and each one's just for you, and every one is bringing a wish for a happy Easter too. That is in 1966. Love, Granny. Jeez. That makes me feel bad. Here's a magic money tree for you, and this one is completely full. 4 and 6, that's 10 dimes. This one says, money doesn't grow on trees. That's almost always true, but here's a magic Christmas tree that's growing dimes for you. Merry Christmas, grandmother. So, and I don't have the vision to look at what the years are on the dimes, but they are clearly very old. Actually, this one here says 1950. There are a bunch of them that say 1950, so these are pretty old. So that's 69 years. That's pretty nice. Somebody was thoughtful. So I'm going to set. Okay, this is a Handbook of United States Coins with Premium List. This is a 15th edition. The price is listed in pencil as $1. It was given to somebody on 9 November 1957. Important notice, this book is not a retail price list. Premium prices, the average amount dealers will pay, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is copyright 1957, and it was given to somebody in 1957. So, so it's just a list of silver, these are commemorative coins, Indian head cents, 2-cent bronze, I've never even heard of that, 3-cent, nickel 3-cent pieces, 5-cent nickels, etc. So that's kind of interesting. Here's an article that was, let me move over here so it's easier to see, or for you to see. This is an article titled, oh, the article is dated August 6th, 1972. The Sunday Star and Daily News, Washington, D.C. So the article is about a double die cent. Look before you spend. For the first time in a good many years, Washington area coin collectors are treasure hunting in their pocket change and finding some treasure. Cause of the excitement is a 1972 Philadelphia mint cent with a double image nearly as distinct as the 1955 double die listed in the Red Book at $385 uncirculated. The 1972 cent is retailing currently at about $75, which is still a nice markup. And that's in 1972, so Lord knows what it is now. Anyway, so this is an interesting article, and I will read that. So this is the book. Here's an envelope, clearly a gift envelope for somebody. It's got like a 50-cent piece or something in it. This is I don't know what it is, but I would say it's silver because it's pretty tarnished. And I don't see anything, I don't see any weird edge on it like it's been, put together. So this is a 1890. Or is it 1800? No, that's an 1890 coin. It says E pluribus unum on it, on the front face. There. And then the back, there's an eagle. And it says United States of America, $1. So this is an 1890, I guess, silver dollar. This is long before they started laminating not laminating, but what do you call it? It was long before they started doing, sandwiching the coins together. So that's interesting. This is a Barber, Liberty Head, or Morgan dime collection from 1892 to 1916. And unfortunately, this appears to be empty. Yes, it's empty. So, but maybe we'll find some in these coins, I don't know. This one feels like it has money in it. This is a Mercury Head dime collection, 1916 to 1945. And this does have dimes in it, which apparently they look different than the dimes of today. So I'm not a coin collector, so I don't really know what this means. But these are clearly, this is a 1920 dime, and this is a 1925 dime. So, and here's one. This is the back side of one of them. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. So this is 1926 through 1936 D. And then here is a bunch more that this is pretty well filled out. 1937 to 1945 D. Can you see that? Yeah. So, so that's interesting. I don't know what these things are, you know, if there's any value to them or not. Geez, there's more of them. This is a Lincoln Cent collection, something or other, 1941. And this is pretty heavy. I don't know what all the, I guess maybe these are probably duplicates. That hasn't been opened in a long time. Oh, here's some gray ones that I guess are steel. And this is pretty well filled out, or filled in, I guess. And this one is almost completely filled in. Somebody has written things, I guess this was 1960, 1962. So somebody was clearly a coin collector. And then here's a bunch of them. Oh, I don't want to lose these things. These have all been filled in. They go as far as 1976. So somebody was a coin collector. Oh crap! We'll set this. This may be the one. This may be the one that just fell out of here. I will check it later. Here's another one. Lincoln Head Cent collection, 1909 to 1940. Number 1, Lincoln Head Cent. So there are a few of them that are filled in. A few. Now this has got more. Now this is 1909 VDB, 1909 SVDB. Those were empty. 1909. Oh shoot! This 1909 SVDB, they only made 500,000 of them, as opposed to like this one where they made 72 million. So, so I bet that's worth a lot. Then this goes through 1918 D, 1919, 392 million. So that's probably not valuable at all. This is a 1930. They made 157.4 million. This is a 1930S. They made 24.3 million. 1940D is the last one. What the hell is in the way here? All right, so we got, there's a letter here. First day of issue from Boston, Massachusetts, May 29th, 1964. First day of issue for a Kennedy stamp. It says, and the glow from that fire can truly light the world. John Fitzgerald Kennedy, 1917 to 1963, obviously. Okay, so what's next? This is $6 face of dimes, or at least that's what it says it is, and it's stapled shut. So I think that probably is $6 face of dimes. Oh, look, I think these are. Yeah, these are silver dimes. They're bright. That's pretty cool. And there's some that look like the ones that were in the coin collection. I don't know what year these are. I'll have to look at them. So $6 face value of I guess these are silver dimes. $8 face value, again stapled shut, so I assume that's right. And these are also silver dimes. You see this? So $6 of silver dimes. I don't know, I have no idea what they're worth. I'm sure somebody will tell me. And why I'm being stupid for handling them or whatever the hell I'm doing. $8 face of quarters. Again, stapled shut. And you grab one. And these are not those sandwich jobs. These are, they appear to be silver. This particular one is 1943. This is a 1943 quarter. So I will definitely go through this. This is a 1964. I don't know when they stopped making silver quarters and dimes, but I will look it up. This is from Virginia Coin Investments, June 17th, 1985. It says $6.50 in dimes. Wait, no, it's scratched out. It's $11.50 in dimes. Wow, that's pretty heavy. And these are all silver dimes. I'll pick one up and show it to you, because somebody will want to see it. So that's a shiny silver dime. That looks almost brand new. This is, the year of this is wow, this is 1962, and it looks like the day it was made. Yeah, so. There's a lot more of this stuff in here. I don't know if I should be handling these things or not, if there's, or wearing gloves or something, or I don't know. I should have, well, I don't know. Okay, so this is $6 face of quarters. Again, stapled shut. I don't know what year somebody might have done this. And again, this is a 1943 quarter, fairly worn. Okay. What did I say? $6 face. So I would say whoever was doing this, knew what they were trying to accomplish. I wonder, well, I don't know how the guy, oh, this is gold, 5 ounces of gold. Of which I only count 4, no, there's 5. This is, oh, look at this. This is a South Africa. It says S as in Sam, UID-Africa. And it's a picture of some guy. And I wish the light was better here. All right. And then the other side is, it's a 1980 Krugerrand. There's a picture of some kind of a deer on it. And something about fine gold. 1 ounce fine gold, and it says FYNGOUD, 1 ounce fine gold. So I guess these are 1 ounce gold coins. So this one's coming out of the envelope. I don't know what those are worth, but I bet they're worth a lot. So that's 2 of them. And then this is a different one. This has a picture of a leaf on it. And it's stapled shut, so I'm not gonna, oh, here's, I guess, the other side. Yeah, okay. There are two of them in here, okay? And one of them, the back, that gets us the back is a leaf, and then the front is a Queen Elizabeth, it looks like. It says Elizabeth II, $50, 1981. Now that's one coin, and then I'm looking at the back of the other coin, so I don't know what year this one is. So, so what is this? These are the Krugerrands, and this is another Krugerrand. So there are 5 of them, all told. Well, that's kind of cool. I think I'll be heading down to the coin store today, see what these are worth. All right, so that's a ½ ounce of gold. This says 2 ounces of silver bars. I may be able to afford to go to the bar after this. These are wrapped in tissue paper. Oh, cool. I'm not going to touch these. Okay. And it says 1 troy ounce fine silver, 0.9994 Engelhard. And then there is what appears to be a serial number or something. It says FF 52596 or something. My eyes aren't that good. And then the back side, says Engelhard, E-N-G-E-L Hard, H-A-R-D, one word. So, well, I'm not getting through counting these coins, I'll say that. That's one of them. So here's the other one. This one also says, this is a little different. It says Engelhard, but it says 1 troy ounce, 9, yeah, I assume it says 0.999 fine silver, and then PJ 2932 something, probably a serial number, I guess. Oops. And again, in the back, or on the back, it says Engelhard. So I don't know what silver is worth. But it doesn't, neither one of them seems to be terribly corroded. So I don't know, the storage unit that I bought was on the 3rd floor and it was air conditioned, so I assume the thing had been sitting outside. It would have been, you know, like in a drive-up one, it would have been a lot worse. This says trinkets. So, and a trinket is, oh, a trinket Houannes. I don't know. This is some kind of jewelry. It says gold filled. So, and it's a very fine necklace, or some kind of a chain, not necessarily a necklace. So, and then there's a lighter. I guess it has a place to have for a monogram or something. And is there anything on it? No. A little bit of wear and tear. I'm not a smoker, so. And then another lighter. And It's, I would say, does not have a flint in it. See this one here. Also doesn't have a flint, or else it's broken. Then there is what appears to be a silver hair clip. That looks old. That looks really old. It's got a lot of wear on it. And then a gold ring. Or no, this is an earring. This is an earring. This is it says it's a pendant of some sort. It says MS. And there's something written on the back, and there's apparently tape residue that was over top of it. It says PAL maybe Palm Sades, PALMSADES 1972. All right. Then there is a 4-leaf clover that appears to be silver. Well, it's silver colored. I don't know if it's silver. But if it's in here, I'm betting that it probably is. Then there's a couple more. There's what is another. I guess that's an earring as well. And it's pretty heavily tarnished. There is a class ring. Some kind of a ruby or something in it. And it says, high school says, it says McLean High School, 19, well, this is pretty finely engraved, I don't know if it's engraved or stamped or what, but there's a, I mean, it actually is a little guy, a little figure, and then above that it says Virginia in really, really fine letters. And then the other side is some kind of a crest. It's some kind of a crest. I don't know if it's hard to tell whether this thing is in focus or not. So I will put that back into the trinkets bag or envelope. And here is this is honest to God Kennedy $50. And this is a 1971. This says $10 in halves, which I assume is a $50. And and this looks like a silver $50. Well, I'd like to try to get it out to show you the other side, but I think I'm not going to do that. All right, so that's these. There's another $7 in halves, and wow, that's pretty cool. There's a picture of an eagle, not a picture, but a stamping of an eagle on this one. We have to take this out. Wow. Oh, that's really pretty. This is a 1943 $half. And here's the eagle side of it. Oh, here is a Kennedy $half, but this one appears to be silver as opposed to, yeah, this one that was loose is a Kennedy $half, but if you look at it, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but it's actually a sandwich. You can see a copper core or something, whereas this one does not have that. It's solid. So I will keep this one separate. And we'll put you back. All right. Man, more $half. This says $10. And unless this is something really interesting, I'm not going to pull this out. Oh shit, it's something. This is a picture of the Liberty Bell. So I guess I got to look at that. Yeah, this is a Liberty Bell $half. And looks like Benjamin Franklin on the front of it, and this says 1958. And the stuff you learn. Another $10 in halves. It says halves on the sleeve. And this appears to be, that's a Kennedy one. And that is 1964. So I think in 1964 they were still silver. They had not gone to that sandwich thing. Now here's a bunch of quarters. This says $10 in quarters. And this just appears to be a George Washington 1954 quarter. So I'm sure that's silver. The next one, I don't know why I'm going through each of these individually, but got to do it at some point. And that looks like a standard, a normal quarter. It's got a picture of the eagle. I don't know if these things are all lined up, the front to back or what, but let's look at the other side. Yeah, this is 1951. This appears to be less. This is $7 of quarters. And yeah, it's the same thing. I don't know why I would have just put partials in here, but this one feels full. This is $10 of quarters. And this is another George Washington one, and it's 1964. That's the, oh, and then there's $11.50. This originally said $6.50, and then somebody added another $5. $11.50, June 17th, 1985. And this is glued, it's not stapled. And it's full of silver quarters. Picking one at random. This is a 1964, and that's George Washington's smiling face, and the eagle on the back. So that appears to be the end of what's in that peanut bag. Who was president in 1985? I guess Ronald Reagan. I was going to make a Jimmy Carter joke, but it wouldn't be appropriate. Well, I had planned on just kind of rolling these coins, the loose coins, and, you know, just take them to the bank or something. But now, you know, if there's, I mean, with all these coin books and the wrapped various denomination coins, I wonder if, is this stuff, are these coins just random stuff? Is it stuff that he was going to go through, or what? So I'm going to have to go through there and start looking at the coins individually, which I had not planned to do. So this thing is heavy. So, yeah, I had planned on just sorting the quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies. Now, I think I'm still going to do that, but I'm going to look at them individually, maybe through a microscope or something, and see if there's anything that's reasonably new, or reasonably old. This says 2000, this says 2004, that's just a random penny. Here's a random nickel. That says 1961. See if I can find a dime. Here's a dime. This says 1991. And this random quarter is 1974. So there's a lot of stuff that, oh, here's something weird. This is a quarter with George Washington's face on. It says Liberty. There's no date on it. United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, $quarter. And then on the back, it looks like some kind of a building that I've never seen before. It says Homestead. This is right at the limit of my vision. This is a 2015. So I don't know what that means. Homestead. Oh, I mean, I know what the word means, but, oh, wait a second. It says homestead. I don't know, my apologies. I can't read it. There's a very small word right here, which probably might be the state or the, but I cannot read it. So I'm going to go through these and I'm not going to bore you with sorting them on camera, but I will, once I have the piles laid out, I will turn the camera back on and, you know, let you see what I have found. So, thank you for staying with me so far. Okay, this is what I've got so far. I basically just basically removing nickels and dimes from the pile, and essentially that's what's going to happen is that's going to leave quarters and pennies, which should be pretty easy to separate. So far, I've got that many nickels, that many dimes, which is a lot, that many quarters, and then this is a pile of pure pennies, as far as I can tell. And then basically, as I sort them, I just, you know, I take everything until there's nothing left but pennies, and I slide the pennies over to this pile. And that's what I'm doing. So I've been working on this maybe 25 minutes or so, and there's still a crap load to be gone through. So that's where I am so far. So one more time, this is the unsorted pile. This is pure pennies. That's pure nickels and pure dimes and pure quarters. So. Okay, I'm finished sorting them. I found, this is my pennies, solid pennies. Well, first off, there are the non-coin things. There's a Canadian something or other over there, and a couple of washers and a nut somewhere. These are all pennies. Those are pennies. These are all pennies. And then this pile here is nickels. All right, and it runs into the dime pile. These are all dimes. That's, you know, I have no idea how much that is. And then this pile here is quarters. So I'm going to put these into individual containers and I guess dump the pennies back into that bucket. And we'll see what we got.